Fascinating places, these old junk shops. Always full of fascinating things. Some valuable, most valueless. Bric-a-brac of all kinds. Trinkets and trifles. Spoons, whose handles form a bouquet of flowers. Objects of every shape and size, form and function. Amusing, sinister, now sold or discarded, just cast off and thrown away. But once upon a time, each and every one of these things meant something to somebody. They were part of someone's life. If they could speak, I bet they could tell us some stories about the things they have silently witnessed. Perhaps they were gifts, mementos of special occasions. How many parties, from birthdays to anniversaries, has this seen, I wonder? Or maybe they were just bought on the whim of the moment because of some strange appeal. Like this mask from the South Seas, possibly used long ago in a ceremony of human sacrifice. Of course, the usual reason somebody picks up something is because it simply captures their fancy at a particular moment in time. As in this story, for example. Except this moment in time is quite calculated, and the fancy captured. Quite bizarre.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, this is very urgent. I need to see an inspector.
What about?
An accident.
Do you need an ambulance?
It happened 6 months ago.
6 months?
Yes, right after you.
After me?
Not you. No, the letter U. Excuse me, this is very important. Someone died.
Name?
Andre de la Rue.
De la Rue, one word? De la Rue, one word?
Yes.
Profession?
Proofreader.
Proofreader? That a joke?
No. It's a part-time job. I correct printers' proofs. Encyclopedias, mostly. And I also draw a disability pension.
Because of the accident?
It wasn't an accident.
The one you came to report?
No, mine. The one I came to report really was an accident. No matter what they called it on the news.
What did they call it on the news?
Murder. But I'm not a murderer.
Michelle? Michelle!
Yes?
Lobotomy to ostracize.
Coming.
I lead a peaceful life.
Sorry.
It's time we got you a set of your own. How would that be as a birthday present?
A comprehensive dictionary, right?
8 volumes.
I'd rather go to Florence and see the Uffizi.
Maybe next year.
Next year.
Oh, don't sulk. Life is too short to be gloomy.
What about this? It's the gloomiest room I've ever seen.
It's good for concentration. Look, I'll finish the M's tonight.
How thrilling.
Since I was wounded in Africa, Zaire or Kolwezi, I can't remember. That's the only kind of life I can lead. When I wasn't working, I pursued a harmless little hobby. It was actually a kind of social research project into the unlimited folly of the female psyche. Irene.
Hello. Martin Moreau. Colonel Robert Martin here, Miss Moreau. I wrote to you recently from Mauritania. You didn't? Well, I'm not surprised. I was on assignment in the Western Sahara. Miss Moreau, there's a struggle going on out there that the world should know about. I happened to see a copy of your book, Frontline Woman, in a field hospital I spent some time in. And it gave me the idea that you might be the right person to tell the story. Of course, arrangements can be made, but not on the phone.
My study demonstrated that there's virtually no limit to what a woman can be made to believe.
Ah, Captain Martin.
Colonel?
Oh, Colonel, right. Sorry. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, pour us out a drink. I'm on the phone. Yes, Pierre. Go ahead. Yes. Yep. Yes. What? You tell him he either prints it as it is, or I'll take it to someone who will. I can't bear gutless men. Yeah, bye. All right, Colonel. What about Mauritania? Thank you. Take your coat off.
No, I'll keep it on.
Oh, for goodness sake, have a seat.
It's a bit low for me.
Oh, I understand. I'm afraid I haven't kept up to date on the situation in the Western Sahara, Colonel Martin. But I take it you're an independent.
You can say mercenary if you like. Labels don't bother me. Injustice does. That's why I've come to you. I'm sure you know that Mauritania was a sovereign state in the 5th century BC. It was occupied by Rome in the 2nd century BC. Caesar divides it in the years 40 to 42 AD, and the Byzantines took it in 534 and held it until the French took it in the 8th century.
Goodness, you're a walking encyclopedia.
It's a passionate story for me, Miss Moreau, and it will be for you too. No other journalist will be allowed in. Are you ready to move?
Well, at the moment I'm doing a book on women in the sciences. And I had decided to hang up my combat boots for a while, so...
Nonsense. War's in your blood. Sacrifice. Heroic gestures. Struggle for freedom. A Pulitzer Prize.
I couldn't leave for another week anyway.
Maybe you are not the right person for the job after all. Too bad. I would have enjoyed working with you.
Wait. All right. When do we leave?
Meet me in Barcelona tomorrow night. Paco's. Little bar of the port.
Paco's. All right.
Go to the back door, 11:45 exactly. Knock twice.
11:45. Twice. Is something wrong, Colonel?
Outside. I had a feeling they'd spotted me. Look, that old woman, at the corner.
It's just a little old lady.
Don't believe it. War is hell and there is a devil. Is there another way out of here?
Yes, up the staircase. You can go through the maid's room.
Keep your eyes on that woman. See you. Paco's bar.
11:45. Knock twice.
I suppose you could say I was a kind of hunter. But my trophies weren't antlers or stuffed animals. They were just insignificant relics taken from the women I researched. You see, I couldn't take what they really wanted to give. So I took little souvenirs instead.
I'm leaving!
Coming!
There is duck with cherry sauce and forest mushrooms for you. Is that all right?
Sounds fine.
You're on your own. I have to get to the hospital. Someone didn't show up.
Michelle's already eaten? She could have waited.
She has a math exam.
Are you taking the bus?
How else would I go to work?
What time will you be back?
I don't know, but don't wait up. Night.
I'm not a jealous or violent man, Inspector. I've proved that time after time, night after night, lie after lie. What was I supposed to do? Exist on lies, infidelity, and frozen dinners? Well, I'm sure you can understand that I had to find some way to make my life bearable. Each time I'd finish correcting a volume corresponding to a letter of the alphabet, I'd find a subject whose name began with the same letter. And I'd find an appropriate name for myself as well. No matter how outlandish my new identity might seem, none of my subjects ever doubted me for a second.
Alan Sylvester.
You were so honest on the phone, Mr. Sylvester, and that's very refreshing in this business. Imagine a producer actually saying, I want to tell the story of a film I haven't a penny to produce. Well, I just had to meet you, and I was right. It's a beautifully moving story.
I'm delighted you think so. My associate said I was mad to approach you with the role of bag lady.
Oh no, I think it's fantastic. I need a chance to show my range. Break the mold. And I'll be able to keep my clothes on for once. Look at those. Everyone thinks I'm a dizzy blonde airhead. Well, I can't wait to start researching bag ladies.
Researching? If you look deeply enough, you may even find a bag lady in your own past.
Do you believe in reincarnation, Mr. Sylvester?
On our karmic journey towards the absolute, we're all formed to inhabit a number of different envelopes, or bodies, if you like.
Do you know anything about your past lives?
I've had glimpses during meditation. I believe I must have been a soldier at some point. A mercenary, perhaps. A scholar of some kind. Maybe a monk who copied and corrected texts. I've had visions of a museum, too. A collection of strange objects. Actually, I think I've had many incarnations. But of course, one can't be sure.
Karma. I must have done something right in one of my past lives to deserve meeting you.
I think we should sanctify our new relationship.
Yes, so do I.
I take it you have read the sacred Upanishads?
Oh yes. I mean, I have a copy.
Fine. Then you know that the word Upanishad was derived from the Sanskrit root shad, meaning to sit, from the prefix upa, meaning near, and ni, meaning down.
Oh.
So, let's sit down near each other and meditate upon the light.
Meditate. Perfect. sure you wouldn't risk the bad karma of keeping something that doesn't belong to you. So I won't either.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You won't give the role to anyone else, will you?
I wouldn't risk the bad karma. I had lost interest in my life, in my real identity. But thanks to my research project, I could be someone else. Anyone else. Oh, I've been a banker, a choreographer, a diplomat. The list is as long as the alphabet.
Who is it?
Hi.
What do you want?
I thought we might have dinner together.
Sorry, no time. I have to finish my history paper.
Why don't you ever go out? Have fun.
I don't think fun's much fun. If you're hungry, Mother left you a note.
Sounds delicious. If I have to dine alone, do you suppose I could have a smile? A little smile? Come on, kitten. Take the evening off. All work and no play.
Gets Michelle a good job with good pay, and don't call me kitten.
You think money is the key to happiness?
What do you know about happiness, except how to spell it?
Right.
Here, sit down. I'll fix you something.
It's all right. I'm not that hungry.
Sit! Cheese omelette?
What?
Cheese omelette?
Perfect.
You know, if you and Mother are staying together because of me, I wish you wouldn't.
Your mother's free to leave.
Why doesn't she?
What do you think? Go on. She cannot bring herself to abandon a cripple. Isn't that what you want to say?
She's loyal.
Loyal. But not...
No, not faithful, I know. But for God's sake.
What's there to be faithful to? You can't kill a dead man. You can't cheat on a man who can't... Well, who can't? I agree. I never make a scene. I don't say a word. Damn it! I'm a war hero. I have a medal, a pension. What more do I want?
I'm sorry. Is it that bad, not being able to satisfy him?
Women. They're born satisfied with themselves. I spent years trying to satisfy them. Since my accident, I've found a way to have them satisfy me.
With cheese omelettes?
I'm sorry. Don't pay any attention to me. You are the one woman I would like to please.
Want to proofread a history paper?
Well, why not? My family, my neighbors, the people I worked for, all thought my life was as humdrum as it looked. But my hobby put me in contact with a really extraordinary range of fascinating women. And each one of them found me equally as fascinating.
I'm sorry, I have orders to stay off it.
Goodness. Nothing serious, I hope.
Oh, no. Just a bad sprain. I fell off a chair reaching for a book.
Climbing after knowledge infinite, to quote Christopher Marlowe.
Well, the swelling's gone down, but it was infinite.
Knowledge puffeth up.
Now, what's that from?
St. Paul to the Corinthians.
How I admire you novelists. You all have such amazing memories.
Actually, I researched the Bible only about 6 months ago.
Still, I can't remember what I read 6 hours ago. I mean, my memory lobe is about as big as poor Yorick's. Oh, I hope he doesn't upset you.
Not at all. He's quite charming. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy.
Well, I'd like to hear about your book.
The novel I'm working on, Professor.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. And Julian. So, my novel tries to draw parallels between the primitive tribes, like the ones you know so well, and contemporary youth tribes.
What a fascinating subject. And what kind of parallels are you after?
Oh, facial scars, for example. Your essay on the tuba people explains that they use the number of scars and the angle they're cut at to indicate the initiate's family, rank, and even the kind of animal he hunts.
Indeed. And you have parallels between that and youth tribes?
Indeed. I found a group in Amsterdam that cut razor stripes in their faces in just the same way. But the scars represent criminal activity, not hunting skills.
Incredible.
Yes. In my novel, a rebellious young couple survive an air crash and find themselves in a jungle with a Stone Age tribe.
Oh, no. I totally forgot I have a 6 o'clock appointment, a journalist.
Here, let me help.
Would you mind answering the intercom? It's by the door.
Of course.
Thank you. This is dreadful. I want to hear more about your novel.
Hello? Hello, it's Martine Moreau.
Yes, turn on the right.
Okay.
This won't take long. Why don't you stay?
I'm running late myself. I really must go.
Oh, what a shame. Well, we can make an appointment right now.
goodness. Is that the time? I really must rush. I'll see you then. I'll phone you.
It won't take a minute. Listen, my diary's right here. Let's see now. How about Thursday, the 30th?
Fine, excellent. Thank you so much, Professor.
Rebecca.
Yes, Rebecca. See you then.
Wait a minute. I made a mistake. I rescheduled something here. How about the following Monday?
Oh, fine. Whenever. I really must go.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Would you mind letting her in?
Professor Vernet?
Yes? Come in.
Oh, excuse me. It was open. I didn't mean
Quite
to...
all right. Mr. Villers was just leaving. Martine Moreau, Julian Villers.
Hello. Colonel? Yes, Colonel. Well, what an unexpected surprise.
Colonel? I had no idea you two know each other.
Yes, yes. Colonel Martin and I are acquainted. Paco sends his regards.
Colonel Martin?
Oh, I can see your leg has recovered, has it, Colonel?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Rebecca. I really must go.
No, you mustn't. Not just yet. Give it back. Whatever you've taken, give it back.
Taken? What on earth are you talking about?
I'm certain he'll have taken something of yours. Look carefully, Professor. No, ring the police. This man is a thief and a fake. He stole a camera from me, my most precious one.
Yorick! It's true!
Ring the police, Professor.
Stop it! Have you gone mad?
Take it back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had acted in self-defense. I knew that, but Martine Moreau haunted me from beyond the grave.
Colonel Martin. Colonel Martin. Mist. Rose.
Captain Dawson.
Mr. Sylvester! Mr. Rice.
Mr. Forrester. Mrs. Sylvester.
Mr. Rice. Miss Smythe. Mrs. Sylvester. Mrs. Sylvester. Give it back.
Let's get this off. It's soaked. Try to settle down. You're tossing about like a madman.
And one might have expected to learn of Martin Moreau's death on some faraway battlefield, not at the hands of some mediocre petty thief-turned-murderer. Thanks to Professor Vernet, police have produced an identikit portrait of Miss Moreau's killer. And now, on the weather front, a sunny afternoon will give way.
Mr. Delarue, let me get your magazines for you.
No, thanks. My wife has gone on vacation. The news called me a murderer. Murderer. But Martin Moreau was the killer. Martin Moreau killed me, Inspector. Rebecca.
Don't touch me.
You must
Go
listen
away.
to me.
Go
This
away.
is terrible. You must
Don't touch
understand.
me.
You've got
Don't
to
touch
understand.
me.
That woman
Go away.
insulted me on purpose. She wanted to humiliate me in front of you. Of course, I shouldn't have reacted the way I did, but it was too much.
Please, it's over. I'm finally able to function again. Go away, please.
You can function. I can't. I have nightmares every night.
I believe
Murderers
you.
don't have
Please,
nightmares.
don't leave me alone. I
Murderers
believe
eat
it.
and sleep and... Rebecca, I'm not going to hurt you. Just listen to me.
No, I won't.
Rebecca, please! Suddenly, it was all over. I could never clear myself now. I was going to be haunted for the rest of my life.
The death of the renowned anthropology professor Rebecca Vernet.
You're eating together. What's an event?
Tribes of the Amazon
great.
rainforest was hit by an automobile near the Sorbonne this morning. She was pronounced dead on arrival
Didn't
at
you
the
just
hospital.
read a book of hers?
She was in the news not so
Rebecca
long ago in
Vernet?
connection with the brutal slaying of
I never heard of
photojournalist Martin Moreau. The professor herself only
Well, I've got to get
narrowly
going.
escaped death at the hands of the obviously deranged murderer who is still at large. Condolences are pouring in from around the world.
got what she wanted. My research project was over forever. I thought that would mean the end for me, but somehow I suddenly felt free. Happy birthday.
And you're actually coming with me. I can't believe it. I've wanted this for so long.
So have I.
God, I was afraid you're going to stay in your room forever, and now you're going to Italy.
It's time for a change, a big change. We're going to go lots of places, you and I. All I have to do is finish that last job, and it's going to be a new André de la Rue. I became obsessed with finishing the job. I corrected things that weren't wrong and missed things that were. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything right. Martine Moreau had won after all. Back the Zeds again. Damn them. No! I can't stand it. I can't stand it! I can't stand it! I can't!
What is it? What's the matter?
I'll never get to Florence. Michelle, you'll have to go alone.
Why?
They sent back the Zeds again. Again. I can't work anymore. I can't do anything anymore.
That's just it. You need a rest. You have to come. What went wrong?
I can't tell you, sweetheart. I just can't. I can't tell anyone.
You said you committed several thefts. Were they ever declared?
How would I know?
This is the identikit on the Moreau case. Could be him.
Could be anybody. Ever been in a PI?
What's that?
Psychiatric institution.
No. No.
Check that. Mr. De La Rue, I don't care who you killed as long as you can prove it. But you can't. You can't even come up with the names of the women you say you conned. You've got no case. I can't just lock you up for being strange.
Lydia Savigny. I'm sure of it. I'm sure.
This way. Have you ever seen this man, Miss Savigny?
So much for my image. Can't see a thing without them. Who am I supposed to recognize?
Of course I recognize him. It's Henry Lambert, the agent. What happened to you, Henry?
Not Henry. I'm Alan. Alan Sylvester. I took a little Hindu god from you.
Oh, that's okay. I chucked them all overboard. You know, just a fad. If he's not Henry, who is he?
Remember, I looked better. I think I told you a story for a film.
People tell me stories for films every day of the week.
I was special. You said so yourself.
Well, you know how it is. One doesn't like to be nasty to producers.
My voice was different. Listen, remember? My name is Alan Sylvester. I like to tell you the story for a film I don't have a penny to produce.
That's okay. Producers never have a penny for their films.
Take Miss Savigny to her car.
I'm sorry, I would have liked to have helped.
Dizzy blonde-haired women. I certainly had their number. You're not going to hold me, are you?
As much as I'd like to, no.
Careful. Arrest has 2 R's.
Thanks.
So poor Andre could only become a man when he hid behind a disguise. When he could mask out his true appearance and seem like someone else. Finally, when he stripped himself of all disguises, cast away all his masks, no one would believe he was who he said he was. And when at last he came face to face with his real self, he could not stand what he saw. Well, who could? Could you?